Let us check first what is the meaning of industry. As per Investopedia, industry is a group of companies that are related based on their primary business activities. I repeat, industry is a group of companies that are related based on their primary business activities. It should be understood in its broad sense as including any useful and practical and as distinct from intellectual or a aesthetic activity. Now, the question is what can be considered as an industrial applicable? So, the important is invention must possess utility for the grant of patent. No patent can be granted for an invention devoid of utility. Many times when invention is related to methods of testing, then in such case the industrial applicability will be judged as applicable to improvement or control of a product, apparatus or process. But then the important is to indicate the purpose of the test. Let us try to understand this. Methods of testing are generally regarded as a capable of industrial application. In such cases, there will be improvement. So, it says method of testing and applicable to improvement. So, this improvement is in what? It may be in a product, it may be in an apparatus or it may be a process, which itself is capable of industrial application. So, something is already existing and it is improved. In such cases, it is suggested to indicate the purpose of the test. In such cases, the contribution by the inventor is to make the product, apparatus or process better than the existing. So, summarize this aspect. The purpose should be clearly mentioned in the draft of the patent, that is mentioned why that particular test is required, because this will give the understanding of the industrial applicability of the invention. There are certain things which do not qualify this test of industrial applicability. Which are these scenarios? Let us check out. So, first is practical application must be distinct. Mere intellectual input resulting into some output is not satisfying the criteria of industrial applicability. We will see an example to understand this. Practical and useful and intellectual efforts or a intellectual input. So, suppose an inventor invents that lining of gold in pipes is useful to avoid the conversion of water into ice. So, gold lining or a plating is to be done to avoid the conversion of water into ice. Thus, it says that use of gold solves the issue of breaking of that pipes in winter season due to ice formation. So, the inventor solves the issue of that, the problem that is a breaking of the pipes, but whether it is practical? Of course not. So, if solution is not practical, one cannot consider it for patent granting. Gold plating for the pipes, obviously it is not practical, and so such kind of invention cannot be considered for granting.